fate! Let me scry!
Hello again, Wangya. How's the Mingxiao lantern construction coming along?
Good to see you two. The Mingxiao lantern is coming along smoothly, thank you. The project should be completed in a few days. You'll have to come by when it's done. Plostrite is the main component of any Mingxiao lantern. Most of the donations we get from the city folk are either Mora or Plostrite. A lot of them carve their heart's desires onto the Plostrite they donate, as a prayer for good fortune and other blessings.
Paimon wants some good fortune too. Let's find some Plostrite and make a wish.
Since you seem so eager to donate, how about you keep your eyes open for less common varieties of Plostrite? Those are the ones we lack the most at the moment. One is called azurite. It is occasionally found in the northern part of Mount Tianheng. When azurite gets caught in the roots of ordinary vegetation, it sometimes produces bloaty floaties, which have floating seeds. The other one is called vermilionite, which is extremely dangerous as far as most people are concerned. In Guili Plains, old ruin hunters who have lost the power of flight use vermilionite to keep themselves airborne. Well, they're just more stylish, I suppose. Actually, they're just blue and red varieties of Plostrite. Gemstone merchants only gave them fancy names to try and impress their customers. The difference in their features compared to regular Plostrite might be minuscule, but the difference in prices is... No, never mind that. Just bring some azurite and vermilionite back to me. I'm counting on... I knew I could count on you. Let me see. But don't you want to make your wishes? You brought back just enough materials for both of you. Come on, get carving.
Done. Paimon prays for a bottomless stomach to eat more delicacies with. And you? Let Paimon see. Huh? Well, that doesn't sound like something you'd wish for. So you made a wish for her instead. Don't you worry. Paimon will help you find her, and we'll spend the next lantern rite together. Then we'll release a gazillion shell lanterns to make up for all those wishes you've never had a chance to make.
If you're done with your carvings, you can hand over your azurite and vermilionite to me.
Miss Wang, yeah?
Well, hello, Chang Chang. What's up, little missy? Can't find your granddad?
Granddad said he's busy and I should go play on my own. I want to make a shell lantern. But, Miss Wangya, could you help me make a shell lantern?
Sure thing, but promise me that you'll go back home as soon as we're done playing. With so many people at the festival, your granddad will be worried sick if you stay out too long.
Thank you, Miss Wangya. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
I certainly do. That's how I made my first Mora, helping visitors make shell lanterns by the docks. Ah, good times. I should really stay here to keep an eye on the girl. Hey, could I bother you to go to the construction site at the dock and gather some building materials? Great, thanks.
Lantern Rite Special Grilled Tiger.
Look over there! That guy's acting very suspicious.
Hey, what you doing? What you staring at me like that for? All right. If you all won't get gone.
Wow. Paimon thought he might be a shady character? That he must have been up to something when he was crouching down on the ground, because as soon as he saw us approaching, Paimon has a bad... What could he be up to? Well, this area is full of construction supplies for the Mingqiao lantern. Paper, oil, wood. All highly flammable materials! On the last day of the lantern rite, huge crowds come out to watch the Mingqiao lantern being released. It can't be a good sign if he's been tampering with the stockpot. Let's get the materials we came for first. We can tell Wangya about the situation when we get back. Because everyone in Liyue has worked really hard for this. No one should be allowed to spoil it. Oh, fine. There's so many delicacies in Liyue Harbor. Matsutake meat rolls, more... That should be enough. Let's get back to Wangya.
Hey, what you doing? What you staring at me like... All right. If you all won't get...
Did you get the materials? Ah, yes, these will do. Let me make a shell lantern for Ching Ching.
We saw a shady character skulking around the highly flammable materials at the construction site. He looked like he was up to no good.
I see. Okay. Please inform the Ministry of Civil Affairs about what you saw. I'll talk to Jingmei. With so many people visiting for the lantern rite, we can't afford to ignore something.
Miss Wang, yeah? Is something bad gonna happen?
Not to a darling little angel like you, Chang Chang. Come on now, good girl. Head back to your granddad and don't get distracted along the way.
Halt! This is the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yeah! We saw a shady-looking guy snooping around near the stockpile of highly flammable Mingxiao lantern supplies. We must defend the grilled tigerfish food stall at all costs!
Goodness. This is a...
Exactly what Paimon thought. Liyue Harbor's...
It seems we disagree on where the seriousness of the matter lies. But you're not wrong, my little friend. Rest easy. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has assigned a specialist to keep the lantern rite safe. I will inform him of this matter and order him to step up vigilance in due course.
In due course? This is serious. Why not get your butt over there and tell...
I wish I could, but he's yet to return. He's taken a small team to Guili Plains. Commission? What commission? Oh, is this your way of offering to go to Guili? But you're a traveler, aren't you? You've come all this way for the lantern rite, and yet here you are, willing to lend a hand.
Yeah! We must defend the food stalls! Let nobody touch them!
Absolutely. I can't thank you enough. Ah, yes. No commission should go. I will take care of the compensation.
Who? Oh. Thank you. If it weren't for your help, I'm in charge of keeping the lantern rite safe. A lot comes out of the woodwork at this time of year. There are thieves around every corner. I encountered one during my patrol just now, so I called a few men and we pursued them out here. Once we got here, we decided to split up. The thief seems to have made a clean getaway, and I was just assessing whether it would be better to send for reinforcements or find another way to disperse them. And thank goodness. I don't know how long it would have taken for the others to get here. Well, I need to get back to looking for that thief. But thanks for your help. Until next time.
Wait a second. We're not...
Oh, is there something else? Another one? It's interminable. Right. Well, when I get back, I'll get the other troops to be extra vigilant. In the middle of the festival, too. What are they up to?
Do you get the feeling... Paimon thinks so, too. With our wealth of experience, adventuring far and wide, we should be able to get to the bottom of this. So let's go back to the place where we witnessed the shady look. Paimon hears from patrol officers that criminals love to go back for another look at the crime scene after the event. It's a psychological thing. That's why there's no time to lose when there's highly flammable materials involved.
This is the...
Aha! Knew it! Wait! There's another person!
What are you doing here?
Huh? Xiao? Are you here for the festival?
I have no interest in Lantern Rite. I sensed a malign influence here. I'm here to investigate. When a shackle is loosened in the realms of deities and demons, I take full responsibility. But this time, the threat comes from the mortal world. Your world. Thus you shall take full responsibility, mortal traveler. When the time comes, I hope you shall act promptly and decisively. I do not wish for the tassel of the polearm that has slaughtered countless demons to become
What's this?
a symbol that your suspected evildoer left behind.
Doesn't look familiar to Paimon.
Well, you will have to show me how much you can accomplish on your own strength. Because if I become involved, there is a possibility that the streets of Liyue Harbor will be painted red this Lantern Rite.
Well, that sounds terrible. Let's not be impulsive. Why don't we figure out the Ord? The one the suspected criminal left behind. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Kaya will know something about it.
Well, well. Long time no see.
Kaya! We went to the Lantern Rite in Liyue.
Ah, well. How was it?
Delicious.
Well then, you ought to be looking forward to Mondstadt's Ludi Harpastum. I'm sure it will beat your luck.
Right. Kaya, there's something we need to tell you about.
Lantern supplies. Stockpile of wood, paper, and oil. At the very... How very amusing. What makes you think I would recognize this symbol?
Exactly.
You should watch what you say, Honorary Knight. What do you mean, flirt with the dark side? The Knights of Favonius certainly does not have dealings with its enemies. That has to do with a certain knightly virtue called integrity. Anyway, I digress. This is the symbol of the cross-border criminal organization you know as the Treasure Hoarders. If you are curious to know more, I can put you in touch with an informant on the inside.
Didn't you just say the Knights of Favonius don't have dealings with their enemies?
This is my own personal informant. Nothing to do with the Knights of Favonius. A little later, make your way over to Windrise. I'll arrange for the informant to meet you there.
Thanks, Kaya!
Oh, and remember, wine begets wisdom.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, you're the guy, right?
Informant? Not
But this is the place we agreed upon.
place we agreed upon? I know nothing.
Stop being so annoying.
Okay, yeah, it's me.
How was any of that even...
What do you want to know about? Okay, I see.
So, what can you tell us as an insider?
I do not think this is the work of the Treasure Hoarders. The reason the Treasure Hoarders are able to sustain a giant cross-border operation is because they abide by one fundamental principle. Caution. Softly, catchy monkey is the name of the game for them. Liyue has the Adepti looking after it, doesn't it? And they're especially active during the Lantern Rite. There's just no way that they, slip of the tongue, when you've been undercover as long as I have. Also, the Treasure Hoarders organization in Liyue recently received an anonymous letter.
Why would someone send them an anonymous letter?
Nobody knows. But what I can tell you is which branch of the Treasure Hoarders has the letter in their possession. There. I've marked their location on the map for you.
Great! Well, Paimon thinks this was productive. This is our only solid...
If there's nothing more, I should get back to treasure hoarding. I mean, get back...
Sorry, pal, wrong way. Wherever you think you're going, it's that way.
But isn't that the way to Liyue?
Right. Here is nowhere. So the other way is...
If you're looking for somewhere to stay, I suggest you go to the Wangshu Inn. Fair prices, great customer service, and a wonderful view.
How do you know about the letter?
One of Liyue's Adepti told us about it.
Did they now? I somehow doubt that.
You should not doubt it. It was I who sent them to investigate. Any further questioning, you may direct...
Did you just appear out of thin air?
You're the vigilant Yaksha!
Hey, watch your tone of voice. Or do you seriously want to pick a fight with an Adeptus?
Okay, it's not that we don't believe you're an Adeptus. It's just... everyone needs to look at...
As you well know, we treasure hoarders are no serious threat to anyone. We're petty criminals, that's all.
So, if you are truly an Adeptus, please show...
Of course. If it turns out you're not a real Adeptus...
Then please, don't blame our weapons for
You're open! The hunter. Please, my heroic friend and Adeptus buddy.
The letter is drivel anyway. It's not worth an armed conflict. Just take it.
How about that? Let's see what they wrote.
I see. Then let us send these two to the meeting. The sender may be plotting something truly diabolical for the Lantern Rite. It seems...
Great, everyone's happy. You're good, we're good.
These two, they don't look anything like us.
It'll be fine. When we're in disguise, no one will be the wiser.
It still seems like a long shot to me, but with the help of an Adeptus, hopefully everything will turn out...
Well, the safety of Liyue is in your hands now. Good luck. Even the treasure hoarders don't want to see the city burned to the ground.
Then it is settled. What is it? Huh? I am not partial to crowded areas, especially at this time of the year. When this matter is resolved, come to Wangshu Inn. In previous years, the Mingxiao lantern has been visible even from there.
He's vanished! Did he go back to Wangshu Inn already? But the time mentioned in the letter, that's today, isn't it? Come on, let's go to the meeting place. Paimon wonders what the sender of the letter is planning.
All right. You folks from the treasure hoarders, yeah? I thought I insinuated in my letter there that you should have done like I done it, but it seems you didn't all get the memo. It's pretty cool, though. Guts?
Well, guess what? We don't need to go sneaking around everywhere wearing disguises because unlike... Really? I was in the middle of my speech and everything!
Well, wait a second now. You folks ain't no treasure hoarders. What game are you two playing?
Let it rain. now, or feel the wrath of my primordial... Huh? You're giving up just like that?
I'm just a lowly apprentice thief who really looks up to the treasure hoarders.
An apprentice thief?
Yeah, for a greenhorn like me, especially working on my own and all, the treasure hoarders...
Wait a second.
So, I thought I'd try and set up some sort of lucrative...
Wait a second. Paimon was expecting a serial arsonist to be...
Arson? What the heck are you talking about?
Don't pretend. Paimon's seen you loitering around piles of highly flammable materials.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I was only checking the place out. My plan ain't got nothing to do with those lantern construction materials.
Are you serious?
Well, I just wanted to nab me the biggest chunk of plaustrite in 20 years is all. I was gonna wait till nightfall, chop off half the tethers, float it out to sea.
Oh.
Then, all I'd have to do is find some way or another of bringing it down, so I could hide it underwater in the shallows.
For a perfect crime, it sure has a lot of holes.
I was still in the process of figuring out the details, hence why I hadn't made my move yet.
This guy is an imbecile. Okay, let's teach him a lesson. Now that the Millilith have gotten hold of that idiot, let's head back. We can notify the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Traveler, word spreads fast. We will keep watch over the thief. Thanks for... Looks like the Mingxiao lantern will be ready soon. A critical juncture. We rest easy. Word was passed up the chain. Another group of very capable troops have been... They're dressed as ordinary citizens. You wouldn't notice them in the crowd. If anyone dare... That's sorted then. You two get some rest, we'll take it from here.
So, Paimon supposes that's taken care of then. Paimon wishes so too. Guess he won't make it this time. Wait! Do you remember what the inspiration for the Mingxiao lantern was? Yeah! With a name like... Skybracer or something. So if it's modeled on an Adeptus, maybe Xiao would be interested this time. On the day the Mingxiao lantern is ready, we can meet him at Wangshu Inn like he suggested, then try to persuade him. Even though he said you can see the Mingxiao lantern from Wangshu Inn, we should get up close if we want to get that